Hello and welcome to NASCAR.com GarageCam, presented by Mobile One, and it's Father's Day weekend in Michigan International Speedway. And check it out, we just randomly bumped into Corey LaJoie like 3 minutes before the show, and he's like, "Yo, you want me on the show?" I'm like, "Open it, dude. We're on Facebook Live."
Might as well open it, right?
Yeah.
Hey to all the race fans watching here at Michigan International Speedway. This is my first time here, so it's a new experience for me.
Really? First time in the Irish Hills?
First time in the Irish Hills.
So you know you got to race fast because this place is like sick fast, and you got to get ice cream at some point.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
Haven't got ice cream yet.
You will.
Haven't been fast yet, so I got to check those two boxes
Well,
off.
you haven't been on track, so
True.
So we're good. First practice is coming up.
And I went and caught a Detroit Lions game the other day, so that was fun.
Detroit Lions game.
Detroit Tigers game.
Detroit Tigers game.
Maybe
yeah.
Lions, Tigers, and Bears. I don't know which one.
Oh my.
Well, we were here on Tuesday and Wednesday with JAS Expedited Trucking. They're out of Imlay, Michigan. So
okay.
We did a little job fair meet and greet with the actual race car, and funny enough, I was the only person that was capable of loading and unloading the car. So I got tapped for that job, but it was a good time and checking out Michigan all week, and I'm ready to get on the racetrack Sunday and get 400 miles in and go home, to be honest with you. But get ready to dial this Toyota Camry in and see what happens.
All right, man, it's Father's Day weekend, okay? And we know you LaJoies are dull and lifeless and just not entertaining and not fun at all. Your dad being a former Xfinity Series champ, Busch Series back in the day, kind of a personality in the sport, okay? We all knew him, all loved him as far as when we was in this garage every weekend.
Right.
Funniest, craziest story, father and son at the racetrack, Corey LaJoie, Randy LaJoie.
Oh, man. Well, quick little tidbit. I asked the old man if he had any pointers on this place, and he was like, "I beat Earnhardt there in an IROC race in 97. Just ran the bottom the whole time, wide open." I'm like, "Dad, those are IROC cars with like 350 horsepower, and it's been repaved like twice since then." But I appreciate the advice. Probably the funniest story, he might not think so, and I might not think so.
Yeah, you got to help him out there.
That's a teammate.
Good crew.
That's a good
there.
interior guy right there. So, I'm probably funny. I was probably 7 or 8 running Bandoleros in the summer shootout, and I remember to this day, me and Jordan Penninger going for the lead. One thing happened, and I ended up spinning Jordan Penninger out, and I went on to win the race. If I get out, I'm all happy. I got my little plastic trophy in victory lane, and Dad's like, "You're going to get out of your car and go apologize to Jordan right now." And I said, "No, like I was there." He was like, you're getting out and you're going to apologize right now." I think I had some choice words being an 8-year-old. I don't know what 8-year-olds say that, but my dad picked me up by the back of my suit and literally walked me over to Jordan Penninger's car, and I had to apologize with my tail between my legs, and lo and behold, I rode home with my mom that night, and she locked the house door, and Dad had to sleep in the shop that night. So mom got the upper hand on that one, and that was just one of the many lessons my dad taught me in racing, and it's one of the things I'll never forget.
All right, Corey LaJoie, we appreciate you joining us on NASCAR.com.
Hey, thanks for tuning in.
Always, man.
Thanks for having me.
You got it, brother. And that's a good story right there. And I don't know who got the worst of it, though, because I've been in LaJoie's shop, man. That place could be a lot of fun, man. Dad got the worst. He was in the doghouse. Well, hey, Corey LaJoie has a teammate this weekend, and it's a different teammate. Ryan Sieg in the number 23, Dr. Pepper on the side. Hey, this is GarageCam. I'm your host, Matthew Dillner. If you're watching on Facebook Live, well, let us know who you are, where you're from. Ask us questions, man, because we don't want just requests like, "Hey, I want to see the 33, the 23, 24. Hey, we want questions, too. Cheryl Graggs, hello from Indiana. Oh, that's not that far. You should get in a car. Come on over here. Of course, we'll be in Indianapolis at the famed Indianapolis Motor Speedway later this year. And then next year, Indianapolis will have a very consequential race as far as the chase. The cutoff race. That's going to be amazing. Anyway, Matt DiBenedetto, Corvette parts on this Ford. One of the most unique sponsorships in our garage. The number 32. Great people over there at CorvetteParts.net, by the way. Cosmo Motors on board. But hey, this guy was filling up. We watched him eat about 25 plates at BD's Mongolian Barbecue. Unbelievable. Hey, so this is the behind the scenes show. This is CJ Latirzo, audio maestro, producer. I don't know what he's doing. I didn't even set him up with my copy and paste, but don't worry about it. We don't need. If you are on Twitter, use the hashtag GarageCam all the time, man, because that's what you got to do. Jeffrey Earnhardt, the number 33. Let's take you on through a cut through in the garage. Yeah, a little shortcut. Nothing wrong with shortcuts. Up on scale pads, well, actually getting an adjustment and then back down on scale pads is Chris Buescher, the Texas driver. The number 37, winner last year in his rookie season. The number 95, McDizzle, Michael McDowell. And this Levine family racing team getting that car all ready to go. Boot, scoot, and boogie in the first practice coming up at 11 a.m. in Michigan International. Shining up these beasts from the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series, ready to go. I skipped somebody?
You skipped the 43.
Where?
He's down here on the end.
Oh, is he down at the, well, okay. I skipped the 43. Okay. We can't skip the King. We can't skip Bubs, too. It's his second Cup start this week. Of course, all the media hubbub and everything from last week. So it's got to be good for Bubba to come back and have a little less attention this week than there was in Pocono, man. Hey, I'm just glad you're standing upright.
Thank you.
So is it a little less pressure walking in here in week number 2?
Yeah, there's not many cameras around, but I'm just out here. We got some good music playing on the pit box.
What they jamming to?
It's Nelly. Let me see your grill.
Really?
Old school.
So if you smile right now, we'll see your grill?
Probably got strawberries and grapes in it, so I'm not going to do that.
All right, man. We're talking about Father's Day on the show. We just were talking to Corey LaJoy. Your dad was so instrumental from the Bandolero days to the late model days and everything, and getting you to this point right here. Yeah. What's your craziest fun memory or story, you know, racing with your dad back in the day?
Besides getting thrown out at every racetrack we went to.
Your dad wasn't feisty at all, man.
Probably running over him on our first go-kart test, cleaning him out.
Ankle biter?
Yeah, like he went 20 feet in the air, like landed on his back. Thought I killed him, but he's still alive and kicking.
All right, man. Well, hey, have fun week number 2. Appreciate it. All right, Smithfield Bacon on this Ford Fusion and Bubba Wallace hanging with the crew. Listen to some Nelly as they get ready. I mean, Steven Gonzalez back here is clearly that's a Nelly fan right there. You a Nelly fan? You a big Nelly fan?
Hey, Carol, I know you're watching, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey, Philly.
Having fun in the garage area, as we always do on GarageCam. Cool to see Bubs out there.
And you wanted to skip him.
Yeah, I didn't even see over there. The car had just pulled in and, you know, I missed it. The stall was empty when we went by. Snuck up on us. That's all right, though. Shriners Hospital for Children on board this David Reagan car. Great to see the Shriners Hospital on board any car. The Shriners are amazing. Absolutely amazing. And the number 10 of Danica Patrick, Taxac machine. Cole Witt over here, as well as Landon Castle, Landon Cassilier. As we stroll through the garage. If you've never seen GarageCam before on Facebook Live or NASCAR.com, it's one camera, 30 minutes, live stream, raw. You never know what you're going to see, what you're going to get. We've got a monitor here on the chat room. I think we're going to talk a lot about Father's Day today, man. It's Sunday, of course, Father's Day. A big shout out to all the fathers here. Daryl Morgan Jr., any special paint schemes that are not the regular ones? Well, yeah, I mean, there are a few this weekend. It seems like every weekend or two we get some. I know the Wood Brothers have a new look this weekend. The 27 rolling by. Jack's Links. You want to talk about new paint schemes? All right, here you go, man. Let's show you this new paint scheme. Oh, revving it up just for us right here. The number 88 Mountain Dew ride. Dale Earnhardt Jr. Low, slam down to the ground, a beautiful green machine. Some adjustments underneath the air cleaner, the cowl, being done by this Mountain Dew 88 team. This is a place right here that could be good medicine for Dale Jr. You remember the last time he had a winless drought. Where did he break that winless drought? It was right here, Michigan, the Irish Hills, so could be a good weekend. Let's turn up, hey, here we go. We haven't done this in a long time, CJ. CJ, hey, how about we give him the best sound on earth? You ready? You gotta love that. I hope we might have blown out your speakers. Who knows? Ty Dillon, number 13. Casey Kahne's little guy. And the number 5, the Farmers Insurance ride. This is perfect. There's no way we can't talk with Casey Kahne here live on NASCAR.com. Being a dad is such a cool thing, and Father's Day weekend at Michigan. How special is Father's Day weekend, and especially having your boy with you? This is awesome.
Yeah, it's good. He's probably the only one here that likes these tight garages. There's a lot going on, so he thinks it's pretty cool.
So you think it's cool that Dad's a race car driver?
Seems like it. I think he likes it. We've been on the golf cart. We gotta get out of the way, but yeah, he enjoys riding around in the golf cart. We went out in the infield last night. That was fun.
All right, Casey Kahne is a little guy. Hey, one of the greatest things in life is being a dad. I'm a dad too, and Casey Kahne showing his son a good time here in the garage area. Awesome to see. Hey, you know what I really think is cool about this number 3 car right here of Austin Dillon is the program that they have with this new paint scheme. And this is a tight garage area. Look at this. We're in a traffic jam here, folks. Dow is honoring military veterans. And a lot of military veterans that actually are Dow employees on this car. You see all the names on the side of this car. Some people from the Air Force. Trevor Baines, number 6. Let's roll along here to the Eric Jones ride. The number 77 from Furniture Row Racing. There's last week's winner, Ryan Blaney. We'd stop and talk to him right now, but literally I can't hear myself. So this guy right here. Traffic jam. Hey, you guys are all in traffic sometimes when you go to work. Well, this is our version of a traffic jam. One of the tightest garages in Cub. Let's get away from this noise. Stenhouse Jr. Ricky. His World of Outlaws car picking up a win. Eagle Raceway with Kyle Larson on board. So pretty cool for Stenhouse and that whole team. Number 17, of course, getting that big win at Talladega Super Speedway. Jason Eagle Allison, somebody behind the scenes that everybody knows in the garage area. A great personal friend, extremely talented guy.
I bet he won't do it again.
Let's roll on through here. See who we see. Okay, here's the deal. You got all these garages. You got like 3 sets of garages, 4 sets of garages, and then a straight line of haulers here. Where all the teams debrief after each practice session. Bring you on this strip of garage. The number 24, here's a guy with one of the most famous dads in racing, of course, Bill Elliott. Son Chase Elliott here. Would love to see the 24 car, says KB9XZDS. Of course you would. My prediction for the win this weekend, the number 24 car, is so strong here at Michigan last year. Wouldn't it be cool if the 24 won on Father's Day, you say? Well, yes, that would be a cool thing, and I'm sure Bill would be here for it. 24 car running so strong this year, carrying on that momentum that they built during that rookie season in 2016. Jimmy Johnson's number 48. team prepares for first practice for Jimmy Johnson. 7-time champion of our sport, just signed a contract extension. 3 years, Hendrick Motorsports. I mean, if he wins that 8th title, though, will he stick around? I don't know. Hard wreck last week with this guy, Jamie McMurray, in the number 1 McDonald's. Good to see both those drivers walk away from the hellacious impact at Pocono. Halfway in GarageCam. Man, I'll tell you what, we talked about new paint schemes. Check this out. Kind of the flat black look for the number 14 of Clint Boyer. He's having a sneaky good season. Yeah, I was talking to somebody the other day and like, yeah, he's doing all right. I'm like, you guys realize it's like top 10 points, like running top 10 pretty much every week. I mean, an unbelievable season so far, this 14, at least for driver Clint Boyer after the season he had last year. Denny Hamlin in the FedEx car. Still has yet to get a win at Michigan in the Irish Hills. Joey Logano alongside the number 22. Of course, we have to thank our fine sponsors at Mobile One, who bring you GarageCam every week on NASCAR.com. And some weeks, like this week, we get to have fun on NASCAR Facebook Live, which is pretty cool. The Connecticut driver, Joey Logano, the number 22. I'm talking about somebody whose father really helped him along the way to get where he's at. So many father-son stories in our garage area. There's even father-son stories with the crew guys. Alan Buzzy here, you're a dad. You know, it's Father's Day weekend. What is it like having your son at the track? Because you had him at the track, I believe, Charlotte. What is it like being a dad at the track?
It's good. It's hard being away, but when he's there, he loves it. He wants to be a part of it. He wants to be underneath the car with you, whatever you're doing. So that part's cool. I'm glad that he likes it too.
Now you work on the 20 car at Matt Kenseth. Yep. You know, is your son like a huge Kenseth fan because of that? And does he realize how cool Daddy's job is?
Yeah, I don't know that he realizes how cool it is. He's just like, why are you gone so much? But he watches. He'll ask why we wrecked or why we didn't win. He just wants me to bring him home hats.
There you go. Victory Lane gets hats for the little Buzzy. All right. That's awesome. The number 21, last week's winner. The big story from last week was the boys from Stewart, Virginia getting that W at Pocono Raceway. Blaine Smith would love to see that Wood Brothers car. Pretty pleased. And so is Philly NASCAR. Where's the Team Penske boys? Alongside the Penske 22 is the new look Omnicraft Auto Parts Wood Brothers creamsicle. That's what I'm going to call this ride. This thing's a creamsicle, man. I like it. I mean, it's going to be a little warm here, so why not? It's a creamsicle, baby. Wood Brothers, that big win, first win for this team since Trevor Bayne at Daytona. Still experiencing some victory dinner, I guess. Yeah. Breakfast of Champions, lunch, whatever it is. Matt Kenseth's Freightliner ride. They need to install an air horn on this car, I think. Why not? No air horn, but there is the interior of Matt Kenseth's car, the Wisconsin native, whose father got him started in racing as well. Around places like Madison and Wisconsin and Slinger Speedway, cutting his teeth in the grassroots short tracks of the great state of Wisconsin was Matt Kenseth and his father. Kurt Busch, the number 41, another guy. The Bushes got their start because of their dad as well, Tom Busch. It's kind of quiet. A hush has fallen on the garage area. We got about 10 minutes to go before first practice for the NASCAR Monster Energy Cup Series. So let's see if we get some questions on Facebook Live or anything. Every time I log on I try to log on afterwards, and at least if we don't get the questions asked in the show, if I have time, I try to go in there and try to answer your questions personally. Daryl Morgan, love the first-time winners this year. NASCAR is awesome. Loving the segment stages. Hey, I got to reiterate something too, because there were some traditionalists that dogged on the stages. I'm just going to come right out and say, I was a little hesitant about it. I'm not going to lie. They're awesome. You know why? Because each and every aspect of the race is 100% effort, man. You're not laying back in 10th or 15th. You're going for it. Facebook. Alexander Carrillo. Used to be able to watch GarageCam at school, but since I graduated, I actually have time to watch. What's up, man? Well, we love that you graduated. Congratulations. That's awesome. We love having you on NASCAR.com GarageCam. It's pretty cool. All right, Xavier says, you skipped the 19. I did? I skipped the 19, man. Oh, man, I don't know if we're going to have time to get back. I don't think the car was in the stall, so I think it was an empty pit box, but what's up, Xavier? We'll try to get you some other time, man. We don't want to skip. My man Daniel Suarez. He's a nice cat. And so is the driver of this number 22 Pennzoil ride. The Connecticut native, Joey Logano, getting ready for practice number 1 at Michigan. What's up, Logano? Hey, we're having a Father's Day show. We've got a theme, and your dad, man, was so instrumental, especially in the early years of your career. You know, bandoleros, well, quarter midgets first, but bandoleros and all that. So what's the most fun story you have from growing up with your dad at the racetrack? I'm sure there's some good ones, man.
We've had plenty of stories. I'm trying to think off one on the top of my head. We've had some exciting moments after races a lot.
Your dad's not passionate at all, man.
We've had plenty of those.
That's what I love about him.
You know, it's fun. The funnest part about it really is that he wasn't a racer growing up, and neither was I, you know what I mean? And we just kind of figured it out together. We had no clue what we were doing. We just asked people, like, how much air do we put in our tires? Like, we knew nothing. I think that's probably the most fun part is that, you know, it wasn't like we were super serious about it. We joked around and, yeah, you put this in, and we just happened to win. We didn't know what the heck we were doing. So that was probably the most fun years I probably had racing in general even.
Hey, I mean, nowadays we all jet set and we get to these racetracks and stuff, but back in the day, it was hopping in a truck or a vehicle with your dad and,
you know,
truck stops and drive-thrus and spending some quality time.
It's fun. That was a good time. Traveling around, you know, racetrack to racetrack, run around through the night, trying to get to the next place.
Keeping each other away.
Yeah, it was fun. I couldn't drive, so it was all I was good for.
Corey LaJoie had a pretty good, interesting story where.
Oh, I'm sure his are just probably even better.
Because you know Randy. I mean,
yeah.
Did you know that he was locked? I don't think your dad's been locked out of the house after a night of racing. Probably not.
No.
But Randy
got
has.
locked out?
Yeah. I mean, does that surprise you?
Why?
Because he picked up Corey by the back of the suit and made him go apologize to a driver. Lisa didn't like that. All right, Joey. Thanks for joining us on GarageCam. We always appreciate it. Joey Logano. His father, Tom Logano. What a good guy. Hey, you're not going to get much more passionate people in the sport than Tom Logano. That's for sure. Hope to see the 22 car if somebody chimes in. And there is Kyle Busch walking to his garage area, and Father's Day weekend, he's a daddy too, and his dad, Tom Busch, man, really helped your formidable young years in the sport. What's your favorite memory back in the short track days and Legends Car days with your dad at the racetrack?
I guess it was probably the time that it was Legends Car racing, and I was in my car lined up, everything ready to go, and I didn't even know, but my dad got in our backup car, started the race, dead last, shotgun on the field, and worked his way all the way up to second. I didn't know until we got to victory lane, and he pulled in with me, so that was probably one of the most fun, interesting moments we had.
Glad he didn't lay a bumper to you?
He wasn't close to me. He couldn't catch me. Let's put that out there. But he ran the race and smoked everybody else.
All right, Kyle Busch, we appreciate you joining us on NASCAR.com GarageCam and on NASCAR Facebook Live. And it's great to hear all the dad stories. I mean, my dad raced before I was born. I didn't get to see him race, but he always took me to the racetrack. And there's so many stories of fathers and sons, and you can go on NASCAR.com right now. We have an excellent video that illustrates that, from the driver aspect to the fan aspect of fathers bringing their sons to the racetrack and making memories. And in a way, that's kind of what it's all about here at NASCAR. We've always been a very family-oriented sport, and the generations and the bloodlines that run through this garage, not just behind the wheel of race cars, but even behind the scenes, is unbelievable. Stricker, your dad's brought you to the track, right? Is that how you took your, or you just started liking it?
My dad got me to the track, but he didn't go because he was working and he couldn't make it. But my first race was the Brickyard in '99.
Nice.
And he hooked us up with some family members and said, I can't take them, but can you take them? But my dad, my brother, and I, we've gone to some fun tracks and some fun races. He's let us skip school on rain delays so we can go to the track.
Moms
and watch
don't tend
races.
to do that, but dads will let you.
Exactly. Mom didn't like it, but we didn't tell Mom till we got home.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I remember a few times doing that as well. Hey, you got to miss school because the races rained out or something, or go late to school. I mean, that's just part of it. The number 78, the Autos Insurance ride for Martin Truex Jr. And there is Martin Truex Jr.'s helmet. As they get set and get ready for practice number 1, there is Truex speaking with his crew, and crew chief Cole Pern and the boys getting ready, loose and relaxed. Beautiful day in Michigan International, and let's get one question here with Martin Truex Jr. We're having a Father's Day edition of GarageCam, and I know your dad was so instrumental in your career, and you grew up watching him race. And what's the most interesting, fun story of father and son that you guys ever had growing up at the racetrack?
Well, we only got to race together once, so the interesting part was I was catching him about to pass him, and my car quit running, and that was the last time he ever raced, so I kind of made him quit. But yeah, it's definitely a cool weekend. My dad's a huge part of my life, and you know, I would have never probably got into racing without him, so I definitely wouldn't have got to this level without him. So happy Father's Day to all the dads out there, and especially mine.
All right, Martin Truex Jr., appreciate you joining us on NASCAR.com, GarageCam. Oh, all the great father stories that are coming out. And his dad was a heck of a wheelman in the Busch North Series back in the day, now the Kahne East. And, of course, different racing, too, from modifieds at Wall Stadium. The number 42 ride. Oh, check out this paint scheme. Hold on, folks. Hold on, folks. Let's go to the other side of this car and check out this paint scheme, because today, I believe, the movie comes out. Yes. Ka-chow. It's Cars 3. Lightning McQueen sitting behind the wheel. Kyle Larson. And there is Larson. Ready to crank up in the garage area. Oh, Lightning McQueen, I bet you his son is loving the fact that Daddy is Lightning McQueen. Okay, so we don't get picked on for not showing a car. Rolling out early, Kevin Harvick in the number 4. Under the bridge, down onto pit road to get ready for first practice. And there is Larson. So already got a win this week. World of Outlaws for Larson and Ricky Stenhouse Jr.'s car as he gets strapped in and ready to go for practice number 1 at Michigan. And I bet you, Owen, real quick, how excited is Owen that you're Lightning McQueen?
He's pretty excited. He wanted to come out here and look at the car, and so yeah, it's cool to get to run this car. It looks really cool. I feel like my uniform looks neat, so I'm excited. Hopefully it'll be fast.
Ka-chow.
Huh?
Ka-chow.
Ka-chow.
Old Kyle Larson, the number 42 target ride, and one heck of a paint scheme for Lightning Larson this weekend at Michigan. The white wheels and all, I love it. It would be great if they could put that window film on the front with the eyes, but you can still see out. That would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Having some fun at the racetrack. And this guy right here, Zach Cook, his dad got him started in racing as well, and they usually take a father-son trip to Bristol every year. Kim Cook, he can't hear me. That's good. I'm talking nice about you, though, Zach. The number 78 car, he's getting ready to show Truex rolling out onto the track. Cut through the garage here and show you the blue deuce, well, the white deuce. So used to calling it the blue deuce of Brad Keselowski, that number 2. Trevor Bayne talking with driver Ryan Reed before first practice. Reed is on standby due to Trevor Bayne's baby watch, so might run some of that car. Actually, he's gonna Ryan Reed is actually gonna get in the car and take some practice laps in that number 6 Cup car, just in case, so he could get the feel, they could get him adjusted. They could do all the proper seat inserts. They're actually physically, Trevor Bayne and Ryan Reed are very similar, so that won't be a big problem for the team. Slight height difference, but not really that much at all, but getting him accustomed to what a Cup car does on the track, tendency-wise, the aerodynamic balance, and the power, the weight ratio. Good first experience for Ryan Reed. He's made a Cup start before, but I believe it was at a Speedway, wasn't it, guys? I think it was a Speedway race, so these cars are an animal on these racetracks, that is for sure. All right, cars rolling up and rolling out on the track. We've had 95 Monster Energy Cup Series races under the blue skies in the Irish Hills of Michigan. 381 drivers, 37 different winners. Well, we have a 38th this weekend. Kurt Busch has won here 3 times, Kenza 3 times. Will it be one of them, or will it be a new guy? An upset. Chris Buescher faking us out right there. Make sure you tune in to the Firekeepers Casino 400, Sunday, 3 p.m. Fox Sports 1, MRN, and Sirius XM Satellite Radio. Race 15 of the season on this 2-mile speed plan. I'll tell you, that's what it is. I'm Matthew Dillner. Until next time, we'll see you at the races.